what happened? So what did I do in this case? Let's see. You have this repertorisation sheet. So I gave picric acid 30C. And because it was a very, very intense state, very intense, he's having since close to 15 years. So my first prescription was to give picric acid 30 once a day for 7 days. Now I want to tell you that I would have probably given LM potency, but this was not available in that country. Okay. So I gave 30C because it was easily available. I would have probably given LM1, but it was not available. So I gave 30C once a day for 7 days. First follow, within the first month, there was a remarkable improvement. The laziness, the weakness, the slowness almost improved by 25% within the first month. There was a lot of rigidity of head that improved. His sexual thoughts also improved. His sharpness of mind improved. The rigidity, stiffness of hand improved. Very beautiful. His redness in eyes, which was an old symptom, it came back. Then we went to picric acid 200. With this, there was a remarkable change in the next month. The mental fatigue is better by 40 to 50%, and he is able to concentrate on his own. His energy level increased. He can now work for more hours. The stiffness of head, whole body improved. And gradually, in the next month, he improved even further. His headache, pain. Now almost close to, you can say, 6 to 8 months passed, and there was a remarkable change. He's about 70 odd % better in all his different problems. And the main thing, he's able to live life in the better way. I think this is the main advantage of homeopathy. You know what homeopathy does? Homeopathy does not only help you with the symptom, it makes a bigger change at a deeper level, at the mental level, at the emotional level, just the way they perceive their life, their body type, their constitution. It can actually transform a human being. But it also requires very skillful case taking. And that's what I try to teach you a little bit today. So let's learn a little bit about picric acid today. Picric acid, basically carboxylic acid, trinitrocarbolic acid. Okay. Basically, in today's time, it is also used as an explosive, which is a primary use, and also antiseptic and dye. It is very toxic by skin contact, ingestion, inhalation, and it has a deep action on kidney and liver damage. What is the main thing about picric acid? And for that, I'm going to make you read directly from Herring Guiding Symptom. I always believe in source books. Have a look. And I'm making you read directly from the Herring Guiding Symptom, the highest source in homeopathy. Have a look. Great indifference, lack of willpower, cannot collect thoughts, quickly prostrated from using mind, disinclination for mental and physical work, desire to sit still without taking any interest in surrounding. This is the exact symptom of the case. He would just sit like this and just, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है, in that state. This is picric acid. Mental prostration after least intellectual work. What is intellectual work? So you have to understand picric acid is a remedy for whom? Picric acid is a remedy for people like you and me. Picric acid is a remedy for doctors, for nurses, for artists. You know what I mean? It's for people who are working day in and day out, that kind of people who have to use their mind all the time, who have to use their brain, who have to solve problems. Computer engineers, coders. The work is not of mouth. You don't have to talk big things. Your mind has to work. Analyst, business analyst. There is a war going on between two countries. So now how to solve it? Big minds from the world, they think together. What can we do? What can we not do? So it is not for people who go and fight. It's not for soldiers. It's for analysts. Intellectual people, people who you have to use a lot of their brain. You know that generally I don't like supporting any political parties. I'm not a very political person. So avoid writing any typical politician's name, because I don't want to start a debate on your chat and have you fight with each other. Okay. That will be picric acid state for me to solve your problems there. Let's learn picric acid. We are simple people. We can help heal some patients, hopefully. Let's be pure to our occupation. All right. Have a look. Again, I'm reading. Mental prostration after least intellectual work. Any attempt to study brings on brain symptoms anew and develops burning along the spine, with great weakness of leg, back, with soreness of muscle and joints. Picric acid is such an important remedy for people in the last 2 years, because it is typical for people who are using so much of laptop, so much of computer, so much of phones. You're using a lot of your intellectual energy. You're trying to read it. You're trying to strain your eyes, and your brain is overworking. And because your brain is overworking, and that's when you develop neurological symptoms. You start developing little burning, little weakness, little soreness. Let's go ahead. There is a very beautiful rubric of picric acid, which I like a lot. Okay, I'm going to make you read it. Have a look. Delusion, body part reach the clouds when falling asleep. Delusion, imagination, arm reach the cloud when falling asleep. So these both rubrics are very interesting rubrics, and there was a decoding done of these rubrics by Dr. Sankaran many years back, and how he understood it. And we have to credit him into understanding the meaning of this rubrics, and that's why I'm crediting him. What he felt this rubrics mean. What he very beautifully he understood is that, what is arms for? What is arms for? Arm is basically hands. In picric acid, the idea is that is the idea of a writer who's writing a novel. He's writing something important. He's writing an answer. A student who's writing an answer. So much of exhaustion, so much of exertion, that it's almost as if the body feels so heavy or so light, as if it is just kind of reaching the clouds. Interesting. Connecting this to another rubric, delusion, tongue reaches the cloud. Again, tongue is a very important part of the body that has to do bolte na, that our tongue should be in the right place. Our tongue should say the right things. It has more to do with being intellectual. So again, talking the right things, analyzing the right things, intellectual right things, so much that his mind gets exhausted. It is almost as if it's reaching the clouds. That's the idea of over. So the metaphorical understanding of this is overexertion of mind and body, as if the whole body is almost reaching the sky due to so much of exertion and exhaustion. Arey, bus ho gaya, bus ho gaya, bus ho gaya. This is the idea of picric acid. Picric acid also there's a very beautiful symptom of picric acid, that typically picric acid has prostration of mind from work. So homeopath, after doing too many cases of COVID cases, he's doing many cases, and then he gets a mental burnout. Then it's picric acid. But a homeopath, if he's, probably